Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and you should definitely subscribe to my little cozy corner of the internet. We are gathered here today to go over some of the book releases in 2025 that I am literally so excited about. The last 3 books that I do have on this list are probably my most anticipated and the books I'm literally the most excited for. So wait until you see what they are. I feel like 2025 is the year of some really great book releases. And we're gonna start off strong with one of the most obvious books on this list that I'm sure is on 90% of everybody's lists, and that is going to be Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. This really needs no explanation, but I will say I am a little nervous for this book because I feel like this book is going to make or break if I do end up continuing the series. Iron Flame was hit or miss for me. Like, I enjoyed parts of it, but then other parts I felt like was a bunch of filler. And with the way Iron Flame ended, I just really need book 3 and I need to see which route that this is going to take. So I'm nervous, I'm excited, but I'm 100% going to read it, and I'm starting my reread soon of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. Then coming out January 21st, we have Phantom by H.D. Carlton. I love her writing, and this is a prequel to Haunting and Hunting Adeline about her grandmother Gigi and her stalker. Then February 4th, we have Dream Girl Drama by Tessa Bailey. This is part of the Big Shot series, and I was reading The Au Pair Affair and seeing Chloe and Sig, I just really want to read their book. Chloe and Sig, I guess, end up like hanging out and kissing everything one night. Then fast forward a little bit, Sig is going to meet his dad's new fiance, and lo and behold, Chloe is her daughter. So just with like the little snippets that we did get to see of them in the Au Pair Affair, I just feel like I'm gonna love them. I think Chloe is hilarious. I think this will probably be my favorite book in the series. Coming out February 18th, we do have Rebel Witch. I actually have not read the first book in the series yet. I've been holding off on reading it because I wanted to wait until the sequel was out so I can kind of read them back to back. This has been a really anticipated book on my TBR for a while, and I did just keep putting it off, so that's why I'm like, I might as well wait now for the sequel. But it's definitely on my TBR for 2025, and I just cannot wait, and I'm so glad the second one comes out early in the year. Then we have Wild Side by Elsie Silver coming out March 4th. This is another one that I technically haven't read the series yet. I have read other books from her, so I do love her writing, and I'm kind of like hooked on Elsie Silver right now, so I know for sure I'm gonna have those books read before this one does come out. I believe this is a single dad and a marriage of convenience trope, and I know that the main character does not like him. Then March 18th, we have Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm so excited for this one. I'm very excited to like get back into the world of the Hunger Games and just get devoured and consumed by it again. This is another prequel, and this is about Haymitch, who I've been so intrigued about ever since I read the first Hunger Game books a long time ago, and I'm really excited that we're finally getting this, and I'm so excited. And I'm pretty sure there's also already like a movie deal in the making too for it. March 20th, we do have Kiss the Villain by Rina Kent. I'm so glad that she decided to add onto the Legacy of Gods, like Renaverse, all of that, because ever since we started learning about like Gareth in the first book, I just wanted to know more about him. I was very like intrigued because he would kind of always just be like one of those background characters, and I always wondered why we didn't like have a story about him. So I'm glad that she's finally writing one about him. And Caden, who we started seeing, I think in God of Ruin, I want to say he was kind of sprinkled in there a little bit. So it's going to be a male-male romance, and I just love the way that Rina Kent writes. And going along with Rina Kent, we have Beautiful Venom, which comes out in May, I believe May 27th, and this is a hockey dark romance. So she's entering the hockey romance realm, but it's going to be a hockey dark romance. I just know this is gonna slap. I don't know if there's an official like synopsis yet. I didn't see anything on Goodreads, but I just know it's gonna be good. We have 3 books coming out April 8th that I'm really excited about. The first one is Boys with Sharp Teeth by Jenny Howell. The synopsis of this one just sounds really good. It's like a dark academia revenge type book that takes place in like an elite boarding school, and I think there's like vampires. This book follows our main character who is investigating her cousin's death after their body is found on campus, and she ends up getting entangled with these 2 mysterious men who she thinks is the cause like for the murder, Anything with dark academia I already love, and then you throw in a little revenge plot and I'm here for it. Then Fearless by Lauren Roberts. Obviously this one doesn't need any explanation. This is the third book in the Powerless trilogy, and I just need to know what happens in this book because the way that Reckless ends, I need it. I need it now. And the third book coming out April 8th is Enchantra by Kaylee Smith, and this is the second book for Phantasma. And this is another like dark game type book, kind of like the first one. This is about her sister, and she ends up going to Italy and gets caught up in an insidious game where there can only be one winner and the rest will get trapped in hell. I'm really excited for this one. These books are kind of like dark Caraval, I feel like. April 15th, we do have Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. I actually think that this has the potential to be my favorite book in this series, like Move Over, Lost and Lassoed, because we've been getting little sprinkles of Cami and Dusty in all of the other books, and I just feel like I'm gonna be obsessed with them. This is about Cami, who's engaged and her fiance does not show up on their wedding day. Yeah. And Dusty has been in love with her for like forever, so it's kind of like a second chance romance. I think like a friend to lover type romance. I just think I'm gonna be obsessed with them. Then we have Watch Me that comes out April 15th. I'm so excited for this one. I have not finished Shatter Me yet. I am on book 4, but trust me, I will be done by the time this one comes out. So this one takes place 10 years after the fall of the reestablishment, and it follows James. So I'm really excited for this one, and I do hope we get little sprinkles of Julia and Aaron, at least Aaron. April 29th, we do have King of Envy by Anna Huang. I don't care what anybody says. I love this series. Anything by Anna is just an auto buy for me. And this follows Vuk, who we've been introduced to kind of, and we don't really know much about him because he's just very like mysterious. So I just hope that there's a lot of like angst and jealousy in this book. There has to be, I feel like, for it to be King of Envy. The last 3 books that I do have on this list of my most anticipated books coming out in 2025, I'm so excited for, and I cannot believe that this is actually finally happening. So first we have Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. If you are not familiar with this is the traditionally published version of Manacled. I'm so ready to be hurt all over again, like actually. I'm so curious how it's going to feel without all like the Harry Potter elements to it, but I just know it's gonna be good. And then going along with that, we have Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. That comes out July 3rd, and that is the traditionally published version of The Auction. And The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley, and that is the published version of Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeals of Being in Love. And that comes out July 1st. Those 3 books I'm just so excited for. I'm so curious how they're gonna be done, and I'm just so excited. Those are all of my most anticipated books coming out so far in 2025. Like I said, I know I've probably missed a bunch, and these are more for the kind of like the first half of 25. Alchemized, I believe, is fall of 2025, but everything else is pretty much like the first half. If I did forget anything, definitely let me know, because I have an ongoing list of books that I 100% are reading next year, and I don't mind adding more to it. Let me know what your most anticipated book is that is being released in 2025. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell button next to it, give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends and family, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my last day of Bookmas. Bye!